Guys, it's been more than a year since we experienced this quarantine, and I realized a lot of things about myself, about life in general. And for this vlog, I choose to share to you my 5 major realizations that I think is really important to my life. And just a little bit intro, I think this 2020 is one of the most unforgettable year for my life, and I literally mean it. I will not forget this because it's not what I ought to imagine, but it happens. And my first realization, guys, is we should all be spending most of our time with our family, friends, and our loved ones. We should cherish them because in a normal situation we tend to forget that they exist. Sometimes we are so caught up to our responsibilities that they often neglect them. And now I realize I am a student, and that's true, but I'm also a daughter, I'm also a sister, I'm also a friend, so I should balance all things. And second one is, it's okay to be alone. I realized in this pandemic that it's a good thing to be spending time with yourself a little bit. Just spend most of your time thinking about what's your goal. Is this makes me happy? Is this really aligned with my principles? Is this thing will gonna help me achieve my goals? Is this will gonna help me to be the person I am wanting to achieve in the future? Just think about it. Just spend a little bit, like 5 minutes a day, thinking about, is the task that I'm doing this day made me happy? Is this what I really want? Something like that. Third one is, things is going to change as quickly as possible. Even though we don't like it or not, we should all accept it as quickly as possible. Nothing's really permanent, and that's the truth about life. Even us change, and that's okay. Not all change is bad. And we all remember that this pandemic will gonna end soon, and things will gonna get better soon. So stop just looking at the negative thing. Just also see there's also a rainbow after it. It. So we must really be prepared for the changes, because it's hard to accept it at first. We should not really let it control us. Just learn to be grateful. I tend to forget it when it's a normal day. Like, I don't really thank my father, my parents, my family, and even I sometimes tend to forget thanking my friends, and especially God. I tend to neglect the simple things. I tend to forget it. Like, I think that's just normal, but that's not. We should all be grateful to all the things that's happening to in our life, even though it's a small thing. Small things is really big. We just didn't really notice it, but it's really important in our life. And just be grateful. Every day since pandemic, I wrote like 3 things that I'm grateful for today. Even though just a little bit, I wrote it because it made me a little bit know that I'm still blessed, that I'm still lucky, even though sometimes I felt I'm not. But it made me realize, and it made me humble, that I'm really lucky, and I should be thankful for what I have. There's people who is wanted to be on my place, so I should be grateful for that. Fifth realization, guys, is know your why. Know why are you waking up every morning. Know why are you doing this, why are you doing that, why are you dreaming. Just know your why, because we will gonna pass all life circumstances if we just know our why. We're going, they're giving us a little bit spark of motivation, and that's good. They say that if life give us a lemon, squeeze it. Let's squeeze this and make a lemonade. And we should all live in the moment. We should live in the now. We should not live in the past or in the future, because in the future, we tend to be anxious. So